Good morning, everyone. Today is the feast day of Yemaya, and tomorrow is the feast day of Oshun. I have made quite a few posts about this and the service that I'm offering so that you too can participate in honoring these two beautiful orisha, and to work with them and to learn to communicate with them and to connect with them for any needs you may have that they rule over and that they could grant blessing and aid in. So Yemaya rules oceans and seas, saltwater in particular. And she is mostly used, I should say her, let me rephrase that. She is mostly called upon and mostly worked with in areas of health, healing, fertility, childbirth, family matters, relationship matters, renewal, rejuvenation. Think of sort of, the purification that the feeling of the sea and the ocean gives you, right? And that purifying, we use salt to purify, so think about the salt water that way. If you are at sort of a crossroads in your life and you are moving into a new area or a new chapter, or you're starting over and you're looking for healing and rebirth in that area, she's amazing to work with after divorce or after maybe being terminated or laid off from your employment. These are all excellent areas to work with her in. Her offerings, her colors are blue, white, and silver. Her offerings are things like watermelon, anything associated with the sea, smoked fish, really anything associated with the sea, but watermelon is the big fruit. You can do things like white wine as well. Oshun is orisha of fresh waters, so this is things like river and lakes. Oshun is a great orisha to work with for beauty, self-love, empowerment, self-esteem, self-care. She also rules wealth and riches, and she also is the one we go to for reciprocated relationships. So what is said about Oshun is she will not have you in a relationship of false love. So she also has a protection aspect there of making sure that the relationships that you are in are healthy and reciprocated and good for you and are, conducive and aligned to your future and what you want. So that's a perfect, so there's a lot of areas we can cover with these two orisha, and having their feast day back to back because they are sisters along with Oya is a really powerful time. I have a lot of emphasis on astrological events in my business as well, but I do follow a lot of feast days and holy days throughout the year, and these are two of my favorites. For one, they're right after my daughter's birthday, so and my daughter loves the ocean, so I see the sort of energetic connection with Yemaya there. Oshun's offerings, let's go over those really quickly. Honey is the biggest one, but you must taste it first because she was poisoned with honey, so you must taste it first. Offerings such as beauty items, mirrors, gold or brass bangles, copper, let's see, what else? Anything really sweet, anisette liqueur, any really sweet liqueurs like that. You can also always offer coconuts and cowrie shells. Those are pretty much standbys. But honey is going to be the big offering for her. Her colors are typically orange, yellow, coral, and green. Coral is also another thing that you could offer her if you have a piece of coral jewelry. or if, Oshun is a great one to charge your jewelry with in general. If you have any gold or brass jewelry or copper jewelry, copper is also used with Oya, but it is used with Oshun as well. Leaving her 5 copper pennies is a very common offering. And for Yemaya, her number is 7. So if you had 7 maybe blue or aqua stones, or if you had 5 stones that would correlate to Oshun, like malachite, coral, amber, things like that. So these are all things that if you have pieces of these things or you have these objects, you could get them out over the next couple of days and charge them under these energies and imbue them with the energies of any of the traits and the characteristics and the areas of rulership that I just previously explained. So you can simply set them on your altar. And now you don't have to evoke Yemaya or Oshun. Honoring a goddess or a deity or a spirit or an orisha is different than saying, I am a devotee of that orisha. I am invoking that orisha. We're talking about giving honor and praise because of these sacred days to them, okay? It does not mean that from here on out you're going to work with them every single day of your life. This is simply about honoring the energies around us and paying respect. And you can honor and pay respect to any god, goddess, deity, orisha, loa, anything like that. It doesn't mean that you are somehow taking advantage of that belief system. This is strictly out of honor and respect. This is simply to say, hey, I honor and respect these paths, these energies, and here are some offerings to you. I just want to show, my absolute respect and honor for the energies that exist in this earth around me, right? So the way I encourage people to do this, if you are not a devotee of these, is to see them for their elemental powers, okay? So I am a big elemental worshiper. The air, the wind, the storms, the hurricanes, the oceans, the rivers, the lakes. So if you approach this from a sheerly elemental aspect of giving respect and honor for the elements around us that sustain and provide us here on this earth, that is how I'm telling you to provide honor and respect in an avenue that you feel comfortable in. So make sure you approach this from an elemental aspect. I hope that was clear. I think maybe I tripped over my words a little bit there. If anybody needs any clarification, please just drop me a comment and let me know. I will post the link for this video to join the services of the next 2 days. There's also an option to add an extra 5 days of work with me for a private vigil. It'll have a much larger candle, and it will be one for each Yemaya and Oshun. You can also choose the service to get both oils. I will be making an oil for each orisha on each day. So check for the links. It'll be in my links in my bio on all of my social media pages, TikTok and Instagram, and I will post the links below for this video if you would like to join me on these 2 beautiful days of giving honor and worship to the seas and oceans and freshwater lakes and rivers. You all be blessed.